Not essential. Nope. How's this? Hi, I'm Eduardo Peñalver. I'm the president of Seattle University, and these are my essentials. Essential drink, Lotus Energy. Oh, it's not essential. Something my son would drink for sure. Coffee is an essential for me about 4 times a day. Usually have 2 before I get to work and then a couple more during the day. I roast my own coffee. I have my own proprietary blend at home. I roast it just the way I like it, which makes me a terrible coffee snob. I could not live without coffee. One thing I'll tell you I don't love about an espresso is you get this foam layer that I just find absolutely bitter and disgusting. And what I do when I make this in the office is I scrape this off and throw it in the sink. And then I drink what's left. Now I'm gonna have to drink through this. It's okay. It's caffeine. Essential hydration. That didn't work. Essential hydration. Seltzer. I always used to see people drinking this and I had no idea why. I didn't grow up a water drinker. My mom grew up on a dairy farm, so in our house, we always had milk at dinner, which now I think is totally bizarre. So I never got into the habit of just drinking water, and water is the best thing to be drinking at any given moment. And it's a little boring, and so, you know. Griffey, hey, buddy. What you doing? Griffey loves coming to work. He loves seeing students. He is the alternate mascot. You know, Rudy and I have this a little bit of a tense relationship because Rudy wants to be the president. So I suggested that Griffey be the mascot. Didn't go well. Well, and someone rightly pointed out our mascot can't really be a dog in this town. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point. What is this? I want to say not essential, but it says Seattle U on it, so I feel like that would be a mistake. Griffey would devour this. This is amazing. I'm gonna call this essential. This is not essential. Essential. It's not too heavy, it's light, the battery lasts a long time, big screen. My handwriting is basically illegible to anyone but me. And then this stylus, unfortunately, because I'm writing on a piece of glass, it makes my handwriting even worse. I'm not a doodler, a bird. Wow, I cannot draw a bird. I try to even imagine, let's see, what does a bird look like? Here I could do like a little bird. How about this? Does that look like a bird? Could be a bee. I have the drawing skills of a 3-year-old. It's sucky. Oh, this one's missing his bat. I'm an M's fan from the old school. When I say old school, I mean, I named my first dog after Edgar Martinez. It was actually one of the high points of my first year as president. I got to have lunch with Edgar Martinez. This is in front of the Senegal Center. I had to work hard not to tear up because I love this guy. Bobblehead quality has kind of declined with popularity. I love Julio, but this bobblehead, they're just not, this was, like everything else. It was in the 90s. This is a more solid bobblehead. You can see the head bobbles a little more. It's ceramic, this not quite, a little bit, but Edgar's like, Julio, stop swinging at the inside pitches. I have at least 40 bobbleheads, yeah. I am a foodie. I'll own that. I love food.
What do we got here?
Ooh. I think I know what these are. These are the butcher's table French fries.
Essential?
Oh, definitely. These are fried in tallow. French fry is a little bit of a misnomer. They're like a French fry shaped hash brown. The sauce is also delicious. I'm just a normal guy. I love these bougie French fries. I love paella, and if you're gonna make paella, you have to have the paella pan. You can't make it without the right kind of pan. It has to be like this, low and flat. My biggest pan is probably like this. I can serve 20 people from it. And then you've got to have the rice. The difference between paella and risotto is risotto you stir and you get this creamy liquid from the starch. And paella, once you put in the liquid, you never touch it. Because of that, you get this beautiful crust on the bottom. It's not burned, it's just taken right to the edge. In Spanish, they call it socarrat. It's that crunchy bit of rice that sticks to the bottom of the pan. If you don't have that, you have not made a good paella. Essential. This is my essential book.
Is it a bestseller?
It's my bestseller. It does okay. You know, property law and books on property law are super important and super underrated. You know, I think people wish there were pictures. They're very heavy. They make great doorstops. A pleasure to read and to carry. You know, if Oprah is that still happening, the book club? If it is happening, she could use this book. I think she would enjoy it. You didn't think this was gonna go there. My essential emoji, definitely the thumbs up. It says everything you need to know. It's a very affirming emoji. People feel good when they get the thumbs up. It shows enthusiasm and empathy, I think. For example, I just got a text from the provost, Shane Martin. Eduardo would love to get your thoughts on the expansion plan of PhD program courses and the best way to appropriate funds across the various disciplines. And really easy, straightforward answer. One button, that's it. My essential travel hack is get your pilot's license. You thought I was gonna say, get a neck pillow. It's not. You know, some people have their kids on their lock screen and I have my plane, which my kids, I think this offends them. When I was like 3 years old, my parents took me to the Science Center here in Seattle, the Pacific Science Center, and they had all kinds of aviation stuff. They had a kind of life-size Gemini space capsule. And I just loved to get in there and flip the switches. And I mean, I was just fascinated by space flight and aviation really from as early as I could remember. And I always wanted to get my pilot's license. So as soon as I finished law school, finished my clerkships, got my clerkship bonus from the law firm, and I took half of it for student loans and the other half I took a couple months off and took flying lessons. Or for travel, you can always carry some M&Ms with you. Actually more of a Skittles guy, but. The true essential fashion, you know, some might think it's a nice tie, a good tailored shirt, but really it's layers. This is my contribution. And everyone's gonna be doing it. You know, white shirt, Seattle U gear. I'm Eduardo Peñalver, and these are my essentials. Thanks for watching.